Hello, it's Nikki and welcome back to episode 4 of the Super Strengthening Your Personal Brand series. So you can always make money, essentially. Today I want to talk about your younger self. And for me, there are certain pictures of me that really evoke a feeling. You know, when you see something and it's almost reassuring, especially if you're in that transitional period of like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not sure on the direction, everything just feels a little bit confusing or it hasn't revealed itself yet, and you just feel a little bit discombobulated. Sometimes you can see a past photo of yourself and have that reassurance and that recognition like, oh, I've always been like this. This is who I am. This is my authentic self. So you may have one of these pictures for you where you just see yourself expressing yourself in fancy dress, for example. And I'm sharing this because I want you to lean on who you are. When we're talking about super strengthening your personal brand, we can get outside influence, but actually it's about us. Actually, it's about using what we have already and really allowing it to come to the surface. Now, my 4-year-old self, 40 years ago, honestly knew what she wanted to do, who she was, what she enjoyed. And when I think back about that, I think 4 years old, really? But then I've experienced it through the eyes of my children. You know, my children are now 6 and 10, and I can see those parts of them already clicking together, and I know there'll be a moment when I can retrace their steps as well, because I really think that these kids come into the world pretty fully formed. It's all about your guidance and you keeping them safe and aware and all of those things as well. And so when I think about that version of myself, aged 4, putting together her plan, really knowing what she liked, and I reflect on it, I actually haven't deviated very much away from that plan. She really knew what she was talking about. And there is this picture of me, maybe about 6 years old or so, and I'm standing on a beach and I just look like I'm grooving to some kind of reggae music, and it wasn't even a beach somewhere else across the world. It was in North Wales, and I've got these velour tracksuit trousers on, I've got a vest on, and I'm just living my best life. And I always go back to that picture of myself because I just want to be a little bit more like her. You know, as you get older, you have more responsibilities and commitments and all of these things. And going back to that version of myself can really teach me a lot. So today, I would love you to go back. And I want you to really think about your career, your moves, your life up until this point. And maybe go up to the loft, go up to the top of your wardrobe, go under the bed, wherever you keep your photos, and begin to pull some things out. I love it when those companies that tend to be quite founder-led have those stories where they put their employees and you see pictures of them as a little person, or you see the history of how the company came to be. I love that. And that is such a great part of your personal brand that you can tap into right now and really build that rapport, not only with yourself and where you're going, but with your audience. They would love to see it too. So go ahead and complete that today. If you haven't watched the workshop in full, I will link it down below so you can check it out. If you haven't subscribed to the series, equally do that. I will leave the link, and I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bye.